YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in the Empire, all gun campaign. And you know, I always tell you all I'm going to try and respond to all the comments. I haven't done it on every episode, but you know, one thing I really appreciate is whenever I tell myself I'm going to respond to all the comments, and then I get in there and see all the comments, and it takes me like 15 or 20 minutes just to respond to all the comments. Thank you. Thank you for all the comments. They're awesome. I'm going to do my best to get some of the stuff integrated from the comments that you all suggested. I'm excited about it. I really appreciate it. And hey, if you are enjoying this campaign, there's a couple of things you could do that would help me a lot, okay? One, if you are enjoying the campaign, make sure and leave a like on every video. I don't need the likes to help me or to help me get paid anymore, but when there's more interaction with the video, YouTube will help share it with more people, and that's really what I want out of this, is for us to just, you know, keep building up a lot of fun around these, and that way we can do a whole bunch of them in the future, okay? So it's not like you pushing the thumbs up button is me trying to get you to line my pockets. I don't need that. I have a full-time job. I really just want you all to help me get this spread around, and the YouTube algorithm is stupid in the way that it works, but it is what it is, and whenever you like it and leave comments and do things like that, it really helps us bring more people into stuff like this, and then we can do more really fun stuff like this. I love this. This has actually been my favorite thing to record in a very long time, if you all couldn't tell, because I probably end up recording it out of order sometimes because I'm just so excited to play the next episode. So really appreciate you all joining me on this one. It's been a lot of fun, and it's going to keep being a lot of fun. All right, we have some requests for names. First of all, someone told me that I named over the Balthasar's boomsticks again, which I probably did. In fact, there's a ton of requests for names, so much so that I'm probably going to miss some. And then the Feuerschützen, I guess is how we're supposed to say this, or at least close to it. So we're going to rename these guys Balthasar's boomsticks. And we'll put it with an X there just for fun. So here's Balthasar's boomsticks. They're back. We've got Stanley Steamer and Rick Astley's Reich Roller. The Sunmaker has a name, but a lot of people wanted to see a rocket battery named Red Glare. I guess probably for the line in the American anthem, Rocket's Red Glare. So there it is. We got a Rocket's Red Glare. And then we had some other name suggestions as well. These steam tanks, I believe someone wanted to see Stank, Dank, and then we wanted to see Thomas the Steam Tank. And so there's a bunch of names there that we need to get in. And then also, I believe for the Lord, we're not using him yet. But we were suggested to name someone after Smith & Wesson, which is a good point. We don't have that yet. And I think there's Patchster Cogburn. I think it's going to be this dude here, Griswold van Priesthoff. And then we're going to need someone named after Eugene Stoner as well. I think he was the guy who designed the AR-15. So we're putting all these famous gun references in here. So we're gonna keep it up. So let's actually get into the characters here. And it's this Griswold dude, not to be confused with Clark Griswold. He's ready to be recruited, so we can't actually rename him right now. Let's get these other armies ready to go. And then we'll pull him. Actually, I guess we could go ahead and pull him in at Talabheim so that we can start recruiting units to him when he's ready. So let's go ahead and recruit him as a lord so we can rename him. It's going to be General of the Empire, and it's this dude right here. Tactician, fleet-footed. Yeah, Helmet Feuerbach, perceptive. Let's go ahead and just grab Griswold, because we've already got him assigned to the office. At least I'm pretty sure that's who we assigned to the office. Let's make sure once again.
Very well.
Yeah, Griswold's the one assigned. So let's rename him.
To the provinces.
And that's going to be here. We're going to rename this guy Smith und Wesson. So we got him renamed Smith and Wesson, and we'll have his last name be Magnum. Why not? Why not? And then there was a witch hunter. Have we renamed this dude yet? We have the witch hunter over here. Yeah, he's Mauser the Gunquisitor. So the next character I think we get up, we're gonna name him Eugene Stoner. So that's what we'll do with the next character, and then we'll rename the steam tanks when we get there. And then someone wanted to have a unit of Vorschützen named the Firefighters, I believe. So we'll get that in there as well. So yeah, anyway, I think that ought to take care of it. And then we're ready to get back into kind of the grind of things, or should I say the shooting of things. We've got Ackendorf, and probably wouldn't hurt to take Matorka because it's got salt and it's a port. But we should probably stop capturing these greenskin lands and just loot and raise them. And then we can let the dwarves recapture them for us and try and rebuild themselves. So we're going to stop taking these settlements, and these may rebel, and I'll probably just let them rebel, to be honest. I don't have a lot of reason to hold on to them. I'm going to let Balthasar do a little bit more replenishment, and then we're probably going to move over to... well, I say we're going to let him do some more replenishment. Since we're not worried about any rebellions or retaking here, let's just move out into a camp stance so we can keep moving. This stuff that is habitable, though, I want to improve it as best we can. But we gotta hurry because chaos is on the way. Chaos is quick on the way. Oh yeah, we can already see their stacks. Look, here's Festergax. Oh my gosh, yeah, look at this. Woo, boy. It's about to get real hot up there. Real hot. Let's get in here and respec this guy. And here we go. Skills. Give him a Warhorse, Inspiring Presence, Pistol Core. It's kind of a nice, simple start there. This army is not going to be nearly powerful enough to hold back the forces of chaos at Kislev. Let's just start by making it to Wolfenburg. We're definitely going to need Cogburn's army here to have a chance of stopping chaos. And that's 2 more turns before it can really even take off, though. So we've got plenty of work to do there. We're going to need a Shrine of Sigmar to help get rid of the rest of the vampire taint in these places, so let's do that. Build up defenses wherever we need it. I'm going to wait and see how bad my income gets hurt by recruiting all those tanks. It's probably going to be pretty bad. Let's end a turn here. But yeah, chaos is closing on us quickly, and we better stop them or else we're going to take a huge hurt to income and we may lose. Fortunately, the chaos potentially coming up through the south has to cut through some other people, and it has to come past Fort Insoluble, which, if I remember right, is currently upgrading to Tier 5. Would make it extremely difficult for chaos to get through. Now, I will say this, though. Chaos is heavily armored and well shielded, so they may be a match for it because the Free Company militia that is stationed there is not going to be able to cut through armor. They're going to be better off against folks like the Greenskins who have lower leadership and lower armor, and then there's a fair number of unshielded units that were running through there too. Not to say that those units aren't capable, they are, but they're just, yeah, without that armor piercing, it's going to be a big deal whenever you have like 100 plus armor chaos units running at you, and you're just not pumping that same level of damage into them. Now, some of these chaos factions have taken a few losses as they come in, but you can see all of them are still very powerful because their power bar is showing considerably higher than mine, which means that we should expect a pretty significant fight. Can they get around over here? Is this area even movable? Unknown terrain. I don't think they can move there. I don't know where those chaos armies were headed. You can see here, this is why we wanted the military access agreement, because now we have allies potentially heading over to help fight. So keep moving up towards Castle von Rauken. Let's build up to, well, should we get reinforced walls yet? We got our first steam tank here. Let's go ahead and rename this one to Thomas the Steam Tank. So now we have our Thomas. We'll get Stank, Dank, and then there was probably other names for the steam tanks there too. Have to finish re-upgrading Schwarzhofen. Balthasar is pretty well healed up. I don't know if we can reach Kraz all in one turn though, so let's move forward and hit the encamp stance. Like I said, if these rebel, it's fine. We're just going to let them go. In fact, I'm going to do this here. I do like having the extra leather, but we'll pick up the salt instead. And like I said, we're just going to rip all this apart. and let the dwarves come back in and take over some of this. Barak Var may be worth keeping because it's a suitable climate and it has dyes, though. But I'll try and see if the dwarves want to take back over any of the rest of this stuff. You know, I could just hold on to the 2 with the trade goods and then let everything else go back to the dwarves over here. I don't have to give them every last settlement, right?
Show me the accused.
Here's Colt Flintlock. He's busy going after the walls at Barak Var. And he did succeed there, so that's good. He's going to have to probably succeed again before we're ready to break in again. Let's get some extra growth here. Build that. Filedorf. Probably wouldn't hurt to start building a gunsmith at Filedorf. Need some other buildings there too. Let's go ahead and save some money for the next turn. We'll probably want to start recruiting to Smith und Wesson. Oh, I love that. I love it. Alright, here we go. Let's end the turn. Looks like our witch hunter's headed back over. He could go into Smith and Wesson's army. There's one of the chaos stacks right outside of Tabaro as well. So everybody's going to end up facing these guys. Oh, Skaven just fought him. Beat him up a little, but it looks like Chaos won that. That doesn't surprise me with all the armor and stuff. You would think Chaos could troll through a AI stack of Skaven at least. Doesn't really seem beyond the realm of possible. So many factions. I love this. Just imagine what Game 3 is going to be like. Now, hopefully they can keep speeding up the turn-ins, but again, just think about Game 3. It's going to be awesome. Non-aggression pact? Yes, it's probably a good idea, Boris. We should try and get more military access agreements, because we're going to want to kind of turn the order tide against all this chaos. Or I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe it'd be fun to shoot them all. So many chaos factions. This mod is awesome. People do such awesome work with the mods. I mean, I can play regular campaign in these Total War games, and they're really fun. But, I mean, the work that people do with these mods is just awesome. Look, this is a couple more Empire stacks headed up there from, is it Ostermark? Ostland?
The Empire. To battle.
Let's see if we can make it all the way over to Kislev. I'm gonna force march, try and get there a little bit quicker. Castle von Rauken is defended. Kislev is defended, but needs better defenses. Alright, so hopefully we can stem the tide in the north. We have all of our steam tanks. It did put a hit. We're gonna call this one Stank. And this one Dank. As per request. And now Patchy, or Patchster Cogburn, should be ready to head north as well. Just have him head this way. So we got all of our forces heading up here to meet Chaos head on. I think Balthasar is in a position to continue the fight against the Greenies.
I shall be victorious.
I have no doubt that he shall be victorious. This is almost a certainty at this point. Let's go ahead and fight it, because I want to see some guns. That moment when you find yourself wanting to actually play siege battles, because now they're fun, because you shoot people. Look how quickly we gained gold chevrons on all of our units, too. It's just a few battles of absolutely mowing down greenskin waves. If we can get the greenskins mostly under control, though, that'll be good, because then we can just focus more of our efforts on Chaos, which is honestly what I want to be doing right now. Chaos seems like the bigger and more real threat, and I want to have that fun of killing them. I'm going to put these units here to take out towers and walls. Put them all on defensive. Let's get our Jaeger Corps lined up back here. Old Balthasar. And what do we got that I missed? Okay, yeah, Eisenbombers. Not to be forgotten. Not to be forgotten. Alright, here we go. Hammer of Witches. You all hit there. You all hit there. Don't fire at will. Yeah, that tower isn't gonna last long. It's pretty much like a single salvo there, and we already took it down to half health. Look at the greenskins, they're not even garrisoning the walls. They know what's good for them. They know what's good for them. Alright, took a tower down. I'm gonna go ahead and wreck these towers. Alright, let's get rid of this next tower. Shouldn't take long. Let's bring Balthasar up here. There's lots of very tempting targets. I might do an assault of stone over there. Alright, tower down. Excellent. Well done. Start putting some holes in the wall. I don't really think you need to move to take that shot, so... CA, please.
Take position. Moving faster. They'll never move again. Formation, march.
Haha, rest in pieces, greenskins.
Sigma's heirs.
Alright.
Yes.
Do a final transmutation. Do we have a hole in the wall yet? Not yet, but close. Get him, Balthy baby.
Haste gold magic. Quick march.
Alright, let's back up Balthasar a little bit.
Take the ground.
Alright. How come... Okay, that's like, where's the hole in the wall? We got it. It's a little bit late, but we got it.
Awaiting orders. Pick them off. Bring it down.
Start putting a hole in the next wall.
My will alone.
Balthasar is rebuilding his wins. And I'm not talking about his gas. Little bombardment there. 5 seconds till we can drop another final transmutation. Got him.
On way.
Alright.
No lingering.
Alright, we've got another hole in the wall.
Ready for war. At
Have Balthasar move out of range. That tower is now occupied, so...
Sigma's heirs. Shoot. Moving out, sir.
Move the tank up a little bit here.
Yes.
Don't miss fire.
Easy there, Black Lions.
Great cannon. On our way.
Let's actually put the rockets right over here. Alright, the tower should be gone shortly. Just waiting on Winds of Magic to recover. We can use Arcane Conduit again here in a moment. Tower is now destroyed. Excellent work. I'd like another hole in the wall, please.
Ready ammunition. At speed. Ready. By Gal Maraz. Hellblaster. To battle.
Let's actually stage this back here.
Take position. Formation, march. I am master of Shadow. Go. Move out. At speed. Quick march. To battle.
You can't hit Balthasar.
Take the ground.
Just don't even try.
Moving faster.
Alright, with one more hole in the walls, I think we'll be prepared. And I'm going to use the old tank and Eisenbomber approach.
Moving now.
Let's bring Balthasar up here. Final transmutate their lord. Drop some searing doom over here. we go. Bring Balthasar back. We do have another hole in the wall, so let's call in the Eisenbombers, but only once we give them some cover with our Jaeger rifles. We'll stay well out of range of the greenskin archers.
What do you bid? Yes, sir.
I'm just going to let my artillery fire if it wants to.
Yours.
They don't have a ton of targets at the moment. I mean, they do have targets, but for whatever reason, they're not firing. I don't understand, but if I click attack orders, I don't know whether they'll fire or just start walking around like idiots. We'll see. Okay, let's go ahead and get the Eisenbombers up here. Alright, this should provide a little bit of cover against the archers. Are you not gonna fire? Like, I mean, I guess it's the angle of attack or something is off. I don't know. Whoa! Dude, you should have been shorter. Alright, so he's dead. Let's see, here comes the Eisenbombers.
Standing by.
Alright.
Take the ground. Let's go. Find the enemy.
Time to finish off their lord with another final transmutation. Look at our Winds of Magic. This is not even Arcane Conduit active right now. And of course, Balthasar's replenishment is very handy at the moment. Let's go ahead and pull up the steam tanks. And Balthasar, do your metal thing.
I am master of Shamon. Haste gold magic. Formation march.
Okay, Eisenbombers, into position, please.
Formation march. At speed.
I am supreme.
How about you stop doing that?
Haste gold magic. No lingering. Go. Moving now.
Okay, steam tanks attack. Eisenbomber in right behind them, please.
Take the ground. Moving now.
Oh good, my rockets decided to shoot. It's about time.
Fight men.
There we go. Our steam tanks are helping us break through. Line up some more Eisenbombers. I'm actually gonna stop the rocket from firing over here because they might friendly fire my Eisenbombers. Look at this setup right here. You come in to attack the steam tanks, which is already difficult, and then you get Eisenbombed and Searing Doomed. So we've definitely found a way to handle siege battles, thanks to our beautiful Eisenbombers. If these units regroup, they're going to get Eisenbombed. Look at these units, they sallied out and got shot by my Jaegers. Nice try, though. I'm going to shoot up this Black Orc a little here with my steam tanks. Regrouping trolls. And other units here are just getting trolled by this Eisenbomber.
Ready for war.
Okay, easy there, easy, easy. Save a volley or two. These guys aren't even worth our trouble anymore.
Don't misfire! Go!
Let's go get these archers. Now pull in a couple more Eisenbombers. And you all can now fire at will again. Got a nice target there. Was a nice target. Not anymore.
Fallen star.
Yes, General!
There we go, folks.
Formation.
It's going to be the end of the Greenskin Menace, all with minimal losses.
Harbor next.
Greenskin's got no answer. Charge out on the open field and you die. You sit in your fortifications and you die. Look at what that one Eisenbomber did that was backing up the steam tanks. So, yeah. Rest in pieces, Crusher. 3 losses in a siege battle. Oh, that is gruesome. I'm sorry, folks. That is absolutely gruesome. Only 3 losses in a siege battle. And you did it without a melee unit, too. Well, I mean, kind of. The steam tank went into melee, but, you know, it's firing a steam gun and all the other stuff, so I don't know. We're going to sack it, and on the next turn, we'll raise it. Just use all this for income opportunity. We might be able to raise it same turn. Nope, we can't, so we'll do nothing. And we'll just hang tight, and then we'll raise it on the next turn. But we can get a whole bunch of money off the greenskins this way. Shouldn't be a bad idea at all. There is, like, I do occasionally find myself wanting the Golden Hounds, so let's make sure we get the rest of Balthasar's magic. I mean, that is he is the Supreme Patriarch after all, right? We should definitely make him the Supreme Patriarch in terms of magic. There's a lot of buildings I need to optimize, and not really a whole bunch of money to do it with.
Yes,
We've moved these guys. Looks like, Gundalf, the Black Powder, has leveled up again. We definitely want Survivalist. See if we can get him to stay alive for longer, obviously. We're tired of him dying. We want to get him to be an immortal character. We do have the cash. Let's spend a little cash, see where it's going to make the most sense. We no longer need this building here, so we can cut it down and come up with something more worthwhile. I'm thinking we want an Imperial Academy here. I think it gives us the ability to recruit more of these high-tier units. Let's build it and see. Get the Academy in place. We're building the Shrines of we've built the Shrines of Sigmar here. So we should probably level these up too. We're actually kind of working towards a rebellion in this area.
praise Sigmar.
We could always recruit up a few units into Smith und Wesson's army and send him back here. Okay, let's
Seek out
see.
the
Colt
heretics.
Flintlock.
Open
Let's
gates.
damage the walls. It was a success again. And then let's just keep leveling up all of his abilities here to assassinate, block armies, all that other stuff. We could put him into an army eventually too. Maybe we should put Mauser the Gunquisitor into Smith und Wesson's army, and then we can put like another Bright Wizard or a Light Wizard in there because of the net. And we could call him Eugene Stoner. So we could pull that off maybe some way like that. We do need an all-tank army. I said we would have an all-tank army. Yeah, that's what's... Maybe we shouldn't put any heroes into... Oh my gosh. Oh, Kislev is getting sieged, folks. Oh my gosh, yeah, there's... Kislev is here. And it looks like my allies are going to run an attack. They're going to be bringing 2 of their stacks along with my garrison to try and help defeat Karn here. What do you mean AI control? Let's fight this. Karn doesn't have any reinforcements, so this should technically be a really good opportunity for us here. Let's hope it is. Boy, we are lacking severely in armor piercing, though. Fortunately, we got the Outriders and the Handgunners. Our Free Company Militia are going to be heavily overmatched. That is a lot of knights and monsters. But we're going to be coming in as reinforcements. Ooh, this terrain also does not bode well for all gun action. We'll see. We'll bring in the Outriders to start with. See what we can get done. We don't have to worry about deployment per se. We're coming in from here, right behind our ally. And then they've got more reinforcements coming in beside Chaos. Okay, I'm trying to get myself oriented. Yeah, this forest is not ideal for the way that we're intending to help. And this stuff's all pretty light infantry coming up against some really hefty Chaos units here. Alright, here comes our reinforcements. I wonder if you can... I wonder if it's 40 units on the battlefield for them, and then a total of 40 for me, or if it just hits a 40 total, and I only get to control a few of my units. I don't know. It looks like all my units are going to come on, though, I think.
Shalia protects us! Shalia protect us! Free company!
Yeah, this terrain is not what we want.
Shields up! Form a ring of steel! Ready for war! Formation march!
Quick march!
It does look like we get to bring all of our units on, and our allies, of course, are just going straight at it here. I think what we need to focus on is trying to kill the monsters. And what do we got with our Bright Wizard? We do have Burning Head, which could be helpful.
Send us out!
Let's go start prodding at some of the monsters with our Outriders.
Quickly!
Like these Dragon Ogres would be great targets. And then our handguns would be good targets for them too.
Free company! Handgunners! Quick march! Powder dry!
Not doing a lot of damage there, unfortunately. Let's let all of our allies kind of get engaged here. They can give us cover.
Yes, General!
Woo, that hell cannon. That's a little terrifying, I'm not gonna lie.
Outriders! Sigma guides us! Ready! Outriders! Yes, sir!
Alright, let's get on this Dragon Ogre. The quality of our ally is low, but the numbers are good. Have to keep an eye on this knight with lances.
To the Emperor!
Oof, that Chaos Knight is breaking loose.
Handgunners! Shoot!
Everybody shoot the knight. We gotta get rid of that knight before it charges us. There's another Shaggoth right over here. That one we beat up pretty bad. Those knights are probably gonna chain route. Let's go ahead and go for the Shaggoth. Pulling up the free company.
Missile infantry!
You'll actually hit him because it doesn't look like I have very good line of sight.
Keep your heads down, men! They're casting...
Ooh, the Chaos Lord just strode out here, but I don't know if we have a line of sight on him either.
Outriders!
Okay, we are getting rid of Shaggoths. Excellent. We need a burning head up here, probably. Alright, one Shaggoth is pretty much down. Handguns paid dividends there.
To battle! At speed!
I wonder if we can get this Chaos Lord. We're still doing good damage to that Shaggoth.
Free company!
I've got all my free company back here. Oh, that Hell Cannon. I'm gonna reposition. We should be able to put some fire on those Dragon Ogres.
Yes! Enemy wizards!
We are getting some shots on the on Karn here, so I'm gonna let that happen. We're slowly pulling down that Dragon Ogre.
Great wizard!
We don't have an overcast. That stinks. This is gonna do very little damage.
Burn everything! Finisher! For the Emperor!
Can we get shots on this?
Powder dry! For Heldenhammer! To battle!
We're not getting a lot of shots on this. I guess some enemy units are standing in the way or something.
They're casting spells! At speed! Formation! March!
All right, can we get Karn?
Gunners!
I'm gonna try and focus fire Karn.
Outriders!
If we can kill their lord, that's certainly gonna help us in the leadership department. But I think
And gunners!
yeah, he's being obstructed, which stinks because he's up on a horse. I mean, you would think we'd have this shot here.
We obey!
Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap!
No lingering! Taking position!
Incoming knights with lances.
Ready!
All right, we had to fall back off that.
Run! Go! Sigma calls! For the twin-tailed comet!
Let's go ahead and take out this Ogre Shaggoth and then fall back to a position where we can start shooting these knights with lances a little more effectively. Okay, Shaggoth's down.
Moving!
We need to fall back. I'm gonna go run my Outriders that are out of ammunition up here to kind of be fodder. Let's get our Lord and Hero back. We need to fall back to where we actually have some open terrain to shoot Chaos in. See, like right here, let's try and pin down these knights with lances.
And gunners!
Judgment is coming!
They're getting overwhelmed by numbers right now, which is great.
Your orders?
There we go.
March! To battle!
See, if Chaos has to come back here and attack us, we can get on all this open ground and shoot him up pretty bad if necessary. You can see, though, the terrain is really making it hard for us to get good lines of fire. So this map and the rain and everything is very fortuitous for Chaos.
By your command!
Let's kind of see what the battle is left to here. Chaos is pretty massively outnumbered. There's still a few knights rolling around back here. These Chaos Knights are a big problem. I'm gonna get risky though. Let's bring these guys up here. I'm gonna kind of keep the Free Company militia. Actually, I shouldn't keep them back. Let's push the Free Company in. And although it's risky, maybe we can enter melee. I'm gonna take this unit that's out of ammo and just chase those knights down. And then let's bring the other unit back here. Push forward. There are still some knights here. Karn is still running around. Our Witch Hunter might be able to assassinate him too. Just push our free company in to help hold the line.
Standing by. Keep your heads down, men.
I really want to assassinate Karn.
Position.
Go! No lingering!
These knights back here, I gotta keep my eye on them.
Hammer. Take the
There was a healthier knight unit somewhere back here too, but it's engaged itself with Empire spearmen. Okay, this blob right here is ripe for the plucking. I'm gonna have this witch hunter save his ammo just in case we need it specific.
Summon fire!
We could do a fireball on Karn here. Try and finish him off.
Set on fire!
Hit him. Oh, that actually probably did pretty good because it just plowed through all those troops. There we go. So our heretical friends have used their melee units, but we supported them with guns, the way that the Empire's supposed to fight. I'm assuming there's a Hell Cannon crew somewhere. Yeah, it's holding together the battle at this point. Let's go take him out. Ow.
Take the ground. At speed. Taking position.
Well, good. We managed to
Enact judgment!
save Kislev, but probably not for long. And I'm starting to wonder whether I've moved my army way too close to Kislev. Like, if the forces of chaos can reach it, I need to team the two armies up together. Like, we've got to get Patchy here with this army because we need to do this together. We really need to get this done together. Let's let our Outriders finish the chaos stunties here. Outriders are not particularly good melee units, so even taking on a chaos stunty crew will prove enough challenge for them. Alright, there we go. Yes. So Chaos got themselves singled out. They got a ton of kills against Ostermark, though. Like a ridiculous amount, and that's not surprising. The quality of the troops they had far surpass our own. You can see now why, though, Balthasar's army has to be so powerful. Look at all the fast, heavily armored fast movers in that army, plus the cannons. There's a reason why Balthasar's army needs to be pretty much OP, and it's because if he runs into these stacks, he's going to have to be able to cut them down, or else he's going to die. You know what? I'm just going to take all the cash. Picked up an Armor of Fortune. So a temporary reprieve at Kislev, but I'm guessing the rest of those forces of chaos are about to move right on in, and then we're probably not very many turns away from Archaon showing up himself, and if I remember right in the mod, Archaon comes in with his own bunch of death stacks, which is even more insane. So I don't think the Chaos Invasion is over with this stuff at all, folks. I think it actually just gets worse. Worse for me, that is, not for them. Okay, let's see what we got here. I can reach Kislev
Provinces?
and put a garrison there. And Hackbush-Schutzen is not going to be great in melee. They can do a ton of damage from the walls. As soon as Chaos gets him into melee, it wouldn't be ideal. I'd probably want to fall back and, you know, do some other work. But, I mean, if we did go to garrison Kislev, I at least get the benefit of having all these other units to help wear down Chaos, right? Which would be really nice. And we could do that, try and hold them at least.
It is for the best.
It's riskier, but we could try and hold them until old Patchy arrives.
Right. To strengthen the Empire.
In fact, we could just do this.
Sigma compels us.
To be safe, I could just keep these two
Yes,
armies right next to
sound
each other.
plan.
Then I would be feeling much more confident against Chaos. And then we can move in to protect Kislev, as Chaos will... I mean, they could just siege it immediately, but if they do, we can then move in to take care of them. J. Moses Burning has leveled up here. We'll probably want to get Kindle Flame, which helps a lot. You know, when you cast, it makes the enemy weaker to fire, which is really good for like Burning Head and Fireball, all that kind of stuff that you're going to be hurling out at your enemies. Now, we just lost some serious income there, and I didn't recruit any new troops. We lost some trade income, I think. Is it because of what happened here at Karat Kadrin? Possibly. Yeah, we just lost some trade income.
Let us begin. I am the Supreme Patriarch. That will work.
Okay, raise that settlement.
By the comet.
Go to Barak Var next.
Seek out the heretics. Those gates will open.
Successfully damage the walls again. Block armies. Okay. Do we have any trade goods that we're not making? Grinstadt here. We can get more pottery. Should probably do that. Let's look at all of our places with trade goods. Tempelhof is taking full advantage of the logs. We've got full advantage of the gold. Full advantage of the wine. Furs, yes. Gold, yes. Kappelberg, wood. Beckhofen, pottery. Okay, I'm just making sure that we got all of our trade goods handled if possible. Currently, we have the iron. We are not taking advantage of the iron here. Now that we can get the extra growth on this farm, I suggest it'll still take a long time to grow, but let's tear this down and start taking advantage of the iron that we have there at the least. That'll help our income slightly. Let's see if anybody else is willing to open up trade or can open up trade with us. Having that port would be super handy, because we don't have a trade port yet. So occupying Barak Var, getting the dyes, and then taking Matorka, that would give us 2 ports, and we could open up trade with other factions. That would be quite advantageous to us, I believe.
By the comet. By Sigma's right.
Just camp here. Castle Drakenhof. I'm not going to spend that cash yet. Let's go ahead and end another turn. See what happens next. See what Chaos does next. Alright. Here goes the Warriors of Chaos. Are they gonna hit? Yep, they did hit Kislev. No. We would just be helping against these guys. No realistic way we're gonna pull off a victory here with their enemies, or with our allies as beaten up as they are. I'm not gonna waste time fighting this one. We'll give it to them. Because I want to have some fights with the real armies we trained. I don't want to waste all my time trying to do tedious fights with a garrison. We'll give it to them.
Welcome to my private study. Wine of palest.
That's probably a good idea, Brock. Probably a good idea. And speaking of, what are you doing in the private study with Balthasar? That just sounds a little bit shady. Is that some dwarf on human relations there? I mean, ooh, oh boy. Balthasar, come on, man. Just because someone wants to ask for a non-aggression pact doesn't mean you invite him back to your private chambers with the wine. Balthasar has an enchanting... he has an enchanting... ooh, we can gain some civil authority. Effect on... folks. Alright, so we've gained some Imperial authority. This is good. So we're not at 0 or negative anymore. That gives us extra taxes. Okay, whatever happened with our trade or income, it's back mostly now. Okay, Chaos blew past us here. This is interesting.
It is for the best.
What? This will bolster the nation.
I want to get a chance to try out Patchster Cogburn's army. Now, I know I could pull up reinforcements, but I'm guessing these dudes will run away if I do. I want to see how Patchy's army does on its own. My guess is it does pretty good. If we can just use the steam tank to keep the fast movers off our flank long enough, we got this, especially with the Bergjaegers to help mow up the knights. So let's let Patchy get to work in this campaign for the first time. He's got J. Moses Burning to help him as well. As far as range goes, they do have 3 hell cannons, but we've got 4 steam tanks. So I think that if I just keep my infantry out of the range of the hell cannons, we can use our steam tanks to try and prod chaos into moving forward. So let's start our deployment, kind of get a lay of the land down here. Yep, it's flat, which is good. We want our Feuerschützen. I'm actually going to intermix the Feuerschützen and my Hackbuttschützen because one has the ability to cause suppression, which slows them down, and then the other one is the raw damage dealer. So I think if we intermix these, it'll give us maximum effect. And I'm going to keep a relatively blocky line here just so we can overlap a lot of fields of fire. I'm going to position these Bergjaegers here. Potentially hold any knights off the flank. Yeah, let's just do that for just the time being here. We got a warhorse. Yeah, please do accuse them of being jerks. Okay, what's the range on my steam tank? 380. We're gonna be outranged by the hell cannon, but I got an idea. I want to see if something works. I'm gonna deploy close enough, and I'm gonna take a pot shot straight at the hell cannon here, and see if we can down one of them right off the bat, and maybe convince Chaos to attack us. They might think we have a ranged advantage with our steam tanks, and the hell cannon shouldn't do great against the steam tanks. Though it is a pretty big target, and if they land multiple hits, it's probably gonna be ugly. No, we're pretty safe. Minimal damage. This will be a fight worth taking for a moment. See if we can kill off one of the hell cannons. I'm hoping that my cannonballs will actually break. Yeah, see, that was what I was worried about. That shot landed, and it hurt. Yeah, we still didn't break the artillery piece, unfortunately. Miss. Oh, that one hit. That hurt a little too. Alright, let's back up a little because the knights are getting lured in. Let's. Oof. Ooh. Hell cannons do so much damage, and remember, they got nerfed, folks. Hell cannons got nerfed, if I remember right. Okay, that'll force their hell cannons to move a little. Let's turn around and put some shots on these knights. My Bergjaegers have pretty solid range. I want to lure these units up. Okay, let's just fall back. They've taken the bait. I want to get my steam tanks out of the way so they don't take all the friendly fire. Oh, watch the Bergjaegers. Watch for it. Oh, rest in pieces. Yeah, and you see the suppressed is a really nice time. It's going to make the Feuerschützen that much more powerful because the enemy gets suppressed while in the line of fire for these units. So it is really rather gruesome. Unfortunately, though, their hell cannons are going to get in range. In fact, they're in range now. Let's fall back, gents. Let's fall back now. I'm going to try and move up close enough. See if we can get one more shot in at their hell cannons. I want to keep their Hell Cannons out of the equation for as long as possible. We'll just see if we get lucky here. I'm going to take a shot. Maybe 2. You never know when you might get lucky and actually break the artillery piece. Though we are not having said luck at the moment. But we are at least doing some pretty significant damage to it. Though that doesn't mean much as long as it keeps firing. That's why we didn't want to get shot. Back up. Oh my gosh, that hurts so much. Our hackbutt shoots and took half health all at once. Yeah, we're gonna back up a little further. That'll keep the Hell Cannons out of the equation just long enough, hopefully, for me to kill these Knights. Oh, see the friendly fire? Eeh. Yeah, occasionally there's a little friendly fire there, and it's rough. There we go. We need to take another shot at the Hell Cannon. Back up. Take a shot, take a shot. Okay, we're gonna have to go ahead and back up and just finish the Chaos Army, which at this point I think we can handle pretty cleanly. We are right up against the line too, which is a bit of a risk. Nothing is directly coming after my steam tanks, so I'm gonna go turn fire on the Hell Cannons because they are really dicing me up. We did destroy one artillery piece, or it ran out of ammo, I can't tell which one. Let's buff up our damage. Excellent. Take him down. No chance. Alright, Patchy's army is going to be pretty powerful because of the combination of suppressed and Feuerschützen, plus whenever this guy's casting, they do even more fire damage because it gets everybody kindle flame on the map. Okay, we dislodged their units. Excellent. Yeah, we dislodged their cannons. Woohoo! That suppressed. See how long it keeps them within firing range. That is just gruesome. It's so wrong, it's right. So wrong you don't want to be right. Oh, man. Alright, well, Patchy's army is going to also be very powerful. We need to work on our all-steam tank army, but we're going to need some income for that. We could start it, you know, and just add steam tanks to it, but at the same time, if I run myself down super low on income, it's kind of a risk. But, I mean, Patchy seems well ready to face the forces of Chaos. Chaos is not a very quick faction per se, not from an infantry standpoint, though they do have a lot of good cavalry, hounds, dragon ogres, that kind of stuff. But with suppressed combining with the flaming damage and the Bergjaegers, I don't think so. Like, it's going to take a lot of Chaos forces to cut their way through that. I do mean a lot. I'll take the extra leadership for just a little while here. I think what we should do is still keep these two armies together.
It is time.
How far can they move? Let's just stick together. Keep these two armies close by. Keep them close so they can fight with each other, and they'll face off together against Chaos, while Balthasar works to finish up the Greenskins. Man, I hope you all enjoyed this one. This has been a fun episode. Looks like the beginning of next episode is going to be the fall of Barag-Var, whose wall strength is all the way down to 31%. So, you know what? When I say there's really no need, I think we all know how this is going to end. Just please don't kill my steam tank. Thank you. And we are going to actually occupy Barag-Var to take over the supply of dyes, because this will help fund our steam tanks. And then so will Matorka's salt. And plus, you know, I'm the heir of Carthage. Salt is a thing we do, okay? Salt is a thing we do. I'm probably going to let Baradawa's bag get retaken, because I don't need it. I do want to start selling the dyes. That center income up just from having the port, which may mean it's already helping us with trade. So that's interesting. I do want growth here, though we probably don't need the Shrine of Sigmar right now. It's not like it's terribly useless, but I just don't think it's probably the key building we need at the moment. I'll see you all in the next episode. I hope you're ready for it. Heir of Carthage, signing out for now.